It's now been 68 days that I've been working on this custom Lego set for my dad. Let me show y'all where we're at already. So I've got this set made, and now we're just trying to actually order the pieces. You think shopping would be easy, right? Not when it comes to what is this? 3,000. It says 2,200 or 324, but that's just because any of these groups it counts as one. So in reality, it's let's see, where do I have all the pieces? I think in Bricklink Studio. So this is where you can buy pieces, like any pieces really. Um, let's see, how do I get to my collection? My wanted lists. But basically you can buy pieces from individual sellers here. This is where I got that initial number of it taking, of it being like 800 something dollars, right? I then had one comment that said, oh, you can look on lego.com. So I started looking there. That made it way cheaper. This doesn't have all the pieces, so that's still lower, but I'm thinking it'll be around 400 bucks. So that's how my comment section saved me some money. They said I can use this. And then they also told me some of the pieces that Lego doesn't sell, you can also get on Bricklink, or like you can get different versions of. So now we're going through our list here. These are all the pieces that Lego said they didn't have. And now we're going through. Green means we're able to swap it out for a different model version, aka they used to produce, like for instance, they used to produce this arch. Where is it? This one, where it didn't have that little lip there. Instead, the arch just came all the way down. That was the old version. They don't make that anymore. Instead, they make this version. Otherwise, it's like the same thing, right? Still an arch, still 6 wide. It just has that little lip there. And so because of that, we just swapped it out for that, and then all of a sudden it's way cheaper, right? Because now we can buy it brand new from Lego for 11 cents rather than some used version someone happened to save in their basement for 20 years, right? For $2. So anyway, that's taken our price down from 860 something to I think we could get it for 400 bucks. We're still working through it, so I don't have a final price yet. You can see we've been able to switch out most of these. Yellow means we're still getting it used because Lego doesn't produce these. There's not a good replacement. It's really just like an old piece. And that's kind of where we're at with both of these. But, and this one, oh yeah, I couldn't tell why it was actually wrong. It looked like it should work, but it wasn't. So we'll just have to check that. It might just be something funky with Bricklink. So let's try this one now. This bar, actually that was a tough one. So maybe we come back to that. Let's try the tile round 2x2 white. The other one was colors. So often the colors are actually fine, or like there's a version that's they actually do use, or Lego produces, but they just call it something slightly different, like it, or it's an updated color. So rather than light gray, it's light bluish gray, that kind of thing. So yeah, so we're going through this, figuring out what pieces we can replace. So it looks like they don't seem to produce either of these, or they don't seem to produce this one. But you can see, yeah, this tile round 2x2 white. They do produce. Okay, here we go. So here's this mold variant issue again. So it's very possible. Sometimes they use the item number. Sometimes it's the alternate item number. I'm not really sure what determines that. But let's see if they do that, if they produce that one. And they do. So it's like we can still get it. It looks identical, right? The only difference is the underside. And so it's like it's 7 cents there. But if I were to get it on here, like the original one, you can see, I mean, some of these say like basically free. I just don't think that's true. I'm not sure what the deal is with those. But like if we were to go for a white one, you can see like slight discoloration or yellowed, etc. Like they're all used, right? But then they still are. I mean, I guess these ones are cheaper, but they're all used. So I don't know. I'd rather get it fast, get it new. But then I'll go back through. I guess the other thing is it'd be $2 because I only need a couple pieces from this seller, you know? So that's the other hard part is like here you have to deal with a bunch of different sellers, like literally 20. When I initially uploaded it, it was saying it'd be 20 different sellers. And so here, let's just take this ID. Let's find the white round 2x2, which I believe, yep, these ones. And then let's replace this. It should come up with, the version we need. Here we go. That's still got something on it. BW logo. Okay, so I still don't want that. How do I get the one that's just like normal? Let's see. There's got to be another part number on this. It's gonna be this one. So like basically the only difference on this is the bottom. Yeah, so you can see it's round versus that like this one's got the cross on it. Yeah, like that. So we'll let us search. It does. There we go. I don't know why it doesn't call that a replacement, but that should be good. And then I think the other place this was on this one. Again, let's replace with that. Perfect. So now you can see it's got the one with the hole in the bottom. This one actually makes sense because I do recognize this from new sets. So, okay. And then if we come back here just to verify, oh yeah, we already did. So Lego really does have this one. So anyway, we're good on that now. So now we can come back to our list. Let's check this off. If anyone, or for anyone new here, if I haven't already lost you, I realized I kind of skipped over my intro. So I'm making this Lego set, spending 20 minutes every day working on it in order to just make a set for my dad. We always bonded over Lego, and so this was like I thought it'd be a good medium to immortalize something. This house my parents created for us kids, like custom built, designed. My mom personally designed the door. They slaved away maintaining this house and the yard and all that for 20 years. You know, raised all their kids, 6 kids in it, and then moved on, sold it as soon as all his kids moved out, and moved to Hawaii. So yeah, so it's cool to, okay, so they just don't actually produce the black. This one really is just a decoration in here, so any color works. What is up with these? That's funny. Huh. I wonder what this is doing. Okay, what is this colliding with? I don't get it. This is just really glitched. Oh. And so yeah, I wanted to make something that would really commemorate that. Really our childhood, I guess. I feel like it's a good symbol just of like, yeah, my parents' years of sacrifice raising a bunch of kids, and I know they've since, you know, kind of had their retirement slash second honeymoon is kind of what it feels like. But yeah, I think it's a good way to just honor that childhood, you know, that they gave us. So yeah, let's see. Should we go blue, red, or white? I think blue is better. White's just gonna blend in. I mean, we could do it. Yeah, let's just do white, actually. I like that. Because we didn't actually have a bird on there. I just wanted something because she had statues and stuff up there. So yeah, I like that. Okay, that should be good on that one. Yeah, 41835, that's perfect. So we can mark that one off and go on to the next piece. But yeah, and so they were yeah, I think it just checks the boxes of like it's a medium that me and him bonded over and really connected over, and it's also it's a topic, you know, the subject is something that he's got really fond memories of and means a lot to him. Um, yeah, and the whole like idea behind this channel is ultimately like just building cool things for the people I love. You know, it's like I feel like all the time I want to build cool stuff and I just don't often. Um, I used to a lot in high school, honestly, but not anymore. So yeah, here's another mold variant one. Let's figure out, it's gonna be this one. Yeah, it's got the alternate item number. So that's probably the one we've gotten here. Yep, that's the one. It's usually just like tiny bit different. We can even still get the same color and everything. So let's find this, or not that one. Where did we use this? I don't necessarily know a great way of, oh, was it this one? Let's see, what was the color? Hinge plate. Oh yeah, tan. Yeah, so it's gotta be this one. 44301A. Yep, that's the one. Let's go replace 44301. There's A and then we want, what is it, B? 44301B. Yep, that's this. So that means 49715. That's this. Perfect. So now we've got the right one in there. Let's just double check the color exists. That's brick yellow. Huh. What is this color? Tan? I guess we'll see if it likes that color or not. It's funny, it calls that brick yellow. Like this is like, do they even have that? Like a brick yellow? Like that feels like what tan is, right? Yeah, I kind of think that's tan. I guess we'll see. We'll re-upload this and see what it tells us. So yeah, that's kind of the idea behind building this set for my dad. The whole thing with this channel, like I'll keep uploading 20 minutes a day, which, oh, second day in a row, I forgot my timer. Oh, it's because it closed it out. I always forget that. Let's start it and actually let's change this just for today. We really only have 8 minutes left. So let's start this. Okay, now we got our timer going. Yeah, so that's kind of the whole idea behind this, right? It's just building cool things for people in my life. And I hope it's inspiring for the community to do the same. I'm really looking for a community that is all trying to just work on the projects they want to work on, you know? Like use this as your excuse to go build that thing you've always wanted to build. And like doing it for people I love is partially just to like spend this time not only doing the things I love, but like for the people I love, you know, reaching out, essentially building that connection deeper with them. Me and my dad, honestly, I'd say right now I'm in a little bit of a rough patch in our relationship. He was never really the tough or the touchy-feely guy. He was super passionate. He would cry, but like, I mean, the moment you start telling him about what you're passionate about, his eyes glaze over. He starts looking around. You know what I mean? Like he's just not a good listener. Rest in peace, my mom. I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, and so I think honestly, I'd gone back and forth on like doing this at all, right? For him, like I was like plenty of other people I could also do stuff for. But at the end of the day, it's like I'd rather. Um, oh, that's a shame because this red is the color my dad had gotten a bike for me and my brother. That was this color. So I was kind of hoping they'd have that. Clickets lavender. Huh. I'm trying to figure out though, bright reddish violet. What color is that going to be? I think the element ID takes into consideration. Oh, huh. Is that the piece I'm looking at here? No? Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's this one. Magenta is what they call it. Magenta. Okay. Well, that'll have to do. I don't think. I guess we could always try the other one. Let's see if this one they're selling. But yeah, and so ultimately just wanted to like do I figured that was honestly even better reason to, yeah, the yellow is not really better, so we'll just stick with this. Um, Honestly, even better reason to make this set, just because he, like, at the end of the day, he's my dad, you know, and I definitely want to be the person that, oh, it's 2 to 15 also. So like in that case, sorry guys, I'm flip-flopping a little bit here. I'm trying to minimize the pieces I gotta order on Bricklink just because it gets more complicated. But at the same time, like if I can't even get the right color and it's still way more expensive, yeah, minimum buy $1. Like, bruh, I'm just gonna get this, you know? Um, yeah. I guess they're used. I mean, if I got a new one, 43 cents, but minimum buy is 28.50. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. I really do like the red, just because that is more reminiscent of the color that he knows. So we're gonna stick with that one. We highlighted yellow, indicate we're ordering on Bricklink. Let's do that. Um, but yeah, so like I almost think that's part of it. Like I definitely want to be the person that's putting in the effort to reach out to my family and just people in my life in general, you know. Yes, here's another mold variant. Damn, so many item numbers. Let's just double check. Like I want to make sure that like if a relationship doesn't work out with someone in my life, it's not because of me. You know, like I want to make sure it's because they didn't want it or whatever the case was. It's not because of anything I did or didn't do, you know. Or ultimately some not because of things I didn't do. Like, yeah, there's gonna be things I do that are gonna piss people off, and that's kind of unavoidable. But at the very least, if I can ensure that I'm reaching out, you know, um, then I feel like I've done my piece, you know? So, and I think that's important, especially with family, but in general, with all relationships. So I think this is a good way to almost an olive branch. I don't even know if he realizes, I don't know. I don't know how much he realizes where a relationship is at because he doesn't seem to put in the effort. But again, like, why would I expect him to if I'm not? So it's like, I'd rather be the one to put in the effort and then, if it still is a rocky relationship, it's a rocky relationship, and that's that. Um, but it's not going to be because I didn't try, you know. So that's kind of where we're at with this. Trying to do, yeah, trying to extend the olive branch, I guess. So what is this called? This is bar 1L with mechanical claw. So the piece we currently have is the A. We need B. Okay, interesting. So let's go back to here, select all of them, and swap that out. Yeah, I know everyone's got complicated relationships with family, with friends, and it's not easy. And I would say I'm no different. You know, my dad and I, he liked Lego, I liked Lego. But it certainly doesn't mean our relationship hasn't had its challenges. It doesn't still have its challenges. But I think because of those challenges is why I think this is so important. Um, yeah, just showing my love, my care, and hopefully it inspires them to do the same. But at the end of the day, I'm not expecting anything. Like I'm not. I don't know. I fully am. Yeah, I guess I hadn't even thought about that idea until now, and now I'm like, wait, true. Like I'm not. I'm not expecting anything out of him. You know, like um, I'm literally just here's this thing. You know, like here's this thing I made for you. And that's that. And so I mean, to be fair too, like I'm getting married this summer and he has given me or paying for parts of the wedding that are expensive. So I mean that's huge. And beyond all that, like just uh just growing up, you know what I mean? Like he paid for this house, you know, like he paid for a place for us to live. And we still had our struggles growing up, and we still had our disagreements and everything else. But at the end of the day, he's my dad. So I'm hoping that this process gives me some more. I'm going to pause this because I know our time's up, but I want to finish the thought. Um, it's almost like that idea of like love is an action. Like love's a verb, not a I don't know. Yeah, love's a verb. Um, okay, it's probably the color then that it doesn't like. Let's see. Light nougat. Um, and so yeah, trying to just take those actions, you know, even when I don't feel it. I just put in the effort to yeah, just put in the effort. So we'll see how it turns out. Wish me luck. I mean, not even wish me luck. Like we're doing it, you know. That's the important piece. So yeah, I'm hyped about that. Um, let's find this light nougat one. So yeah, this is easy. We can just do it to tan. You know, no one's gonna notice or care. It just basically adds an extra one of this. So it's perfect. Okay. And we'll call it there for today. And let's just mark this one off. But we're getting close. Tomorrow we should be done with this. My initial deadline was thanks Easter. My dad's coming to town, or my parents in general are coming to town this weekend, Easter weekend. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna have it ready. So our next deadline is June, my wedding. But that'll give me time to order the pieces, put it together, for, you know, on video for y'all. Um, take whatever footage I need because I'm gonna make a nice video, kind of capturing the whole process. And then take it all apart. I got to still make the instruction manual, the box, you know, the whole thing. So I can just hand him like a Lego set and then we'll build it together and then he'll take it home. So it's like I got to build it myself, fix any issues that come up before all that. So I don't know how I thought I was going to make it in time, honestly. Um, but, you know, that's what deadlines are for. It just helps you push a little bit harder. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.